should we just grit our teeth with what we've got and go take her on now because we don't think we'll be able to get back before she's finished with whatever she's doing otherwise? What do y'all think? And I guess I would ask Corby, since I probably have the most familiarity with Morwenna, is she the patient sort? Or do I think if she's close to being finished, she'll rush it to get it done?
You get the she will do what is necessary to make sure the ritual works. If she can rush it, she will. But there is to rush it, she needs. She follows the same rules of ritual as you do. So if she wants something to be done at a lower mana cost, she needs the appropriate catalysts or ritual items.
Right.
So you get the feeling she's ahead of you, but at the same time, she has lasted a long time and hasn't suffered, as far as you're aware, hasn't suffered from catastrophic ritual failure, which means she always makes sure she has it lined up just so, and then bam, she basically becomes, once her ritual's at its peak, the ritual's unstoppable.
Right. That's what I'm worried about. But she doesn't have a history of like rushing at the last minute, does she?
I think I answered that question already.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
said she basically would if she could. Okay, well, from what y'all are telling me, my opinion is we probably don't have a lot of time left. She's already been here for weeks. She was here before us. She already got what she took or destroyed the crown, you're saying? One or the other? I'd assume
Yeah,
she would take
she
it
took
and
the
use it for
crown.
her ritual. Yeah, she's probably using it,
Yes.
sacrificing it for her ritual. Um, I don't think we have time to go for another item. Between,
Un-
from what I know of her.
Unfortunate, but likely accurate.
Yeah.
What do you think, Seven, Lady Duncan?
As much as I hate to say it, I think we gotta commit.
I agree.
Okay.
Right.
Shortest route, straight up the ruin, the ruined ley line.
Indeed. It's likely the last route that she'd expect us to take.
Did we figure out a way to get up it safely without damaging the train?
Yeah, the train can survive. It'll take some damage, but we can power through it.
Is there anything we can do to like keep our speed up the whole way? Because I fear with the ley lines, fighting us the whole way, then it might slow us down. I don't know.
It's gonna slow us down, yeah. Isn't that right, Corby?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one tile per day?
The point of them is that it slows us down.
Could we build like, how they have like a cow shunt on the front of trains? Could we build like an energy shunt on the front of ours to mitigate that somewhat, or is it not really something feasible right now?
You're describing a ritual. You guys.
Well, I mean, I'm costing out ideas. I'm sure that our genius techno character is the one who.
I mean, I don't have to tell you what the ritual is. I can just keep quiet if you want.
My apologies. I'd love to hear about it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you want to know. It sounds scary. I mean, it may backfire. Maybe
Everything sounds scary to me. Let's hear it.
Let me get that together. Yeah, no. Basically, it would be some sort of Magitech ritual. Actually, it's one of the few times where someone who isn't a ritualist could do it because it's a Magitech issue. So you could. Let's see. Chimerism wouldn't do it. Spiritism doesn't do it. Canism doesn't really do it. Entropism wouldn't really do it. Actually, funny enough, regular ritualism would do it, but I will also add that a Magitech Tinkerer could do it as well, but it's Insight Willpower anyway. Or rather,
Okay.
sorry. No, it's Insight Willpower anyway. So that's the roll, but how hard is it? That's the part we care about. Because nice to know what it rolls, but how difficult of a thing are we talking? We're talking about something that has difficulty level 16,
Ooh.
mana point cost of 200.
Ooh. I think
I
we can
don't think
probably
we have
pass
the
on that idea, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have the resources to pull that off.
Yeah.
That's fine. It was worth thinking about at least. I do have ritualism, so I could have like powered through that after concentrating on it for a little while. Decided ultimately I don't think we can get it done in time. May as well just deal with the being slower, I guess. So it'll take us what, 3 days to get there?
Assuming nothing bad happens.
Right. What were you working on over there at that desk,
Lucius.
Oh yeah,
Lucius?
yeah. You look
What were you?
over. He seems to be drawing out a number of diagrams. By this point, he's drawn out the outline of some kind of an astral ship. Um, Big, sort of oval shaped hull with these two sizable pontoons that come out of the back side of it, off to either side, and above it seems to be this large bridge type structure,
Okay. I'm gonna lean
like
over and say,
raised up off its back.
I think he's
I'm,
lost
I'm gonna
it.
lean over and say, that looks really cool, but like gently reach over and take the pen from your hand, the quill or whatever,
Mhm.
and put it where it belongs and say, but shouldn't we be focusing on what we need to do right now first?
Yes, of course. It'll be
So,
plenty of time
and
to think about it after.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get everything on board and like hand on the engine. Everyone committing to this. I think once we start, there's no turning back.
Okay. Corbinian, can you remind me what I know about Morwenna in terms of her weaknesses? Because we had made rules about her before, a long time ago.
I will give you a new set of rolls because you're
Okay.
updating what you know about her from the last time you've encountered her. So I will give a +2 to this roll because you're recalling a person you fought who may have leveled up a little bit, but it's still someone you've encountered already. So it should be easier to figure her out. And oops, I went too far. It is an insight roll. Insight roll. Sorry.
Okay. And you said I can add +2 to it?
Yep.
So I got a 10 and it's critical success.
Cool. So you will be getting an opportunity for this. I'll throw that up.
Thank you.
Actually, players. I'll tell you information first, because then you might want to change what you use based on what I tell you.
Sure.
So, and Dark Sorceress Morwenna. She is. Whoops. She is. Level 30. Humanoid. Her MP would be her HP. Sorry. B. Should wrote that down ahead of time. Their HP kind of fluctuates, so I actually have to write down the number it is currently. 360 max HP. 180 are crisis, of course. She has 50 MP, or sorry, 80 mana points or mind points. That's so I don't forget it later. It's wrong book. What else? You can learn her traits. She's a sorceress who is petty and is subject to a dark pact. Her attributes are Might D6, Insight D6, Willpower D10, Dexterity D10. Her physical defense is 10. Her mind defense is 6. She is not normally immune to anything or vulnerable to anything. However, you remember that she does shift immunities around and gains a vulnerability when fighting her. So she, by default, is immune to nothing. But eventually, if she's in a magical fighting stance, she can cycle her immunity around, or rather, she has to. Has to a degree. You also know that she has her blast attack, which is a will plus dex plus 3 attack, which does a high roll plus 10 of dark, which is also ranged. And the spells she has. She has the shell spell, which gives her resistance to physical damage. She has a special version that lets her have it for the scene. But it's something she does have to cast. Costs her 10 AP mind points. She has Lick Wounds, which allows her for 5 mana points or mind points to heal 30 HP. And she has the spell that you hate the most, of course, Dark Devastation. For 30 mind points, she chooses any number of creatures she sees. All of them suffer 30 dark damage. This happens only once per turn, and it's only cast as the last thing she does. So if she has 4 turns, her 4th action doesn't have to be Dark Devastation, but it's free damage, so why wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Unless she doesn't have the mind points. If she doesn't have the mind points, she can't cast it, but you're aware she can tap into the Ultima of the world, so she can refill her mind points and clear her conditions.
Yeah. Okay. She's gonna be a beast.
I will say to augment the critical success, this won't cost you your opportunity, I'll just tell you for free, that although her level hasn't changed, she likely is in possession of one or more artifacts that you're not aware of. Whether they're only useful to her for her ritual, or they do something else. And I will say, since you've run into artifacts before, likely they do something else as well. They probably are ritual items, but they probably do some other thing.
Right. Additional
things. I will say...
Well, go ahead.
With an opportunity, we could push the clock back, and with that, we might have time.
That is a good option. Where's the clock right now? The one that's on 6? Or is it a different one?
Yeah, it's the one that's on 6.
When you say claim more time by pushing back the clock, you mean like push back the clock and use the time to hit another run? Or do you mean go after her? What do you guys think? Y'all want to hit another run and push back the clock, or do something else with it?
I think pushing back the clock is probably a good idea.
No matter what, we should push back the clock, but it's a matter of where we should go, because I think Morwenna has hit all 3 of the color sites.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So any advantages we would gain would be limited anyway.
There's only one site we can reach that's within decent speed, and that's this one.
And we don't even know what would be there.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the risk. What do y'all think we should do? Because I'll spend the opportunity based on what we decide we're going to actually do.
Hmm.
If I knew where to go, that'd be
I'm just
different.
looking at
But
the.
What were you saying?
I'm talking to myself.
if I knew where to go, it'd be a different story because then I could say, "Is this worth it?" But if we're
Right. We
given
don't.
time and
Yeah.
no direction,
Yeah. We have no idea what's at either of these other. Wait. Hang on a
that's what you
second.
could use the opportunity for.
Well, not so much
We could
that.
get information, but yeah.
Uh, l- l- Considering what Lucius knows, Lucius concentrates on the um. Well, we're gonna push the clock back no matter what, though, right?
Are you?
I literally
Are
said
we?
I was going to push the clock based on what we decided we were going to do. So we should decide first.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Because
Do we want to go after Morwenna now, or are we going to hit another site first?
Yeah, 'cause I can't resolve another check to the opportunities used.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I realized. From but we gotta use the opportunity first. What do
Because
you guys think?
I could use the opportunity to get the information that we need to know whether we should hit another site or not.
Hmm.
I'm for going after her
Going
now,
straight after her?
honestly.
Okay, going straight after her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would suggest.
Then I think the best thing we could do might be um, possibly a plot twist, getting some aid, or possibly a favor of some kind coming to you instead of pushing the clock. If we're going to go
Hmm.
right after her, we don't need to push
Mhm.
the clock.
Hmm.
Opinions? Anybody other have a cool idea?
That definitely sounds better than what I was thinking. Yeah, having
Yeah.
something in our pocket to give us a little bit of an edge as we face down the final section sounds best to me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And to Seven's not gonna. Seven's a practical person. She's not gonna take risks and going out into the middle of the desert. And if we only might find pottery.
right. Well, Corby, I'll throw it on you. Do you think it'd be better to, gain a favor that comes due when we get to the final battle, or do you think it'd be better to have a plot
I
twist?
could not possibly comment. That's an information spend for me to answer that question.
Yep.
I
Or
have
because
I
the
have
cost
I
down, you
have
can
perfect
toss down.
information. I know exactly what should be happening, but I know everything. So
Sure.
Put it this way, Corby. Can we cash in a plot twist and have it come to benefit us later?
Yeah,
Not immediately.
well,
like plot twist, but when we get there instead of now.
yeah. So rules wise, it someone or something appears now to help you because the role happened now. So somebody,
Okay.
something or someone appears, and you can call out who it is, and I can, if it's reasonable, they'll show up. Which high fantasy, I can probably get a lot of people here, and you've ran into quite a few people already that could
Sure.
help you, or things that could help you possibly.
Hmm.
All right, so I have an idea I'm going to drop on the group and see what y'all think. Do you remember the lady from the Forgotten Realms with the flying ship?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know she's up there. She could suddenly show up and give us a ride. Like, she might even be able to, like, hook her train underneath her ship and take us there. Like, not necessarily join us in the fight, but just get us there, like, fast.
Just use the
Like,
airship,
that would be an
her
interesting plot
astral
twist.
ship to carry you.
Yeah. Like, that would be an interesting plot twist that would get us there quickly. And it would be cool. What do y'all think of that?
I will say mechanically, you could do that. That's something that's not unreasonable for her to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys all on board with it then?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm down for that.
Okay, that's what I'll call
Okay.
the Forgotten
Uh-oh.
Realms adventure that we know is so awesome.
So, yeah. So, um, by sheer happenstance, as you're considering the mysteries of Morena, you actually see the silver-hulled ship with its oars rowing through the sky and its dragon-faced sail flying overhead.
Ooh,
Which
get her attention. Sorry, go
Hello?
ahead. Do we have like a flare?
Ah,
Oh,
haha. Yes, I do actually. As hang on. Lucius is going to activate his it's under my equipment. It's my accessory. Um as an action, I emit a bright beacon.
I was
Of
expecting someone to pull out fireworks from that one time, but anyway,
Wow.
that's also good.
I think you guys sold those. But yeah, no, the ship does come down. Whoops. Hello, everybody. Don't mind the random artwork. Um, it's clicking too many things. So,
Again, dang it.
yeah, no. So, yeah, you see the ship lower down and hover in the air. And then you see the green armored, crimson haired, pale skinned lady kind of look over at your train. Oh, is that you? Are you okay down there?
I'll
Of
wave her
the
down.
hell.
You're a sight for sore eyes. We could really use your aid for a moment.
Oh? What do you need help with?
We are making for a large precursor ruin to the northeast. The dark sorceress is preparing to unleash her dark rites there.
Oh,
But she's corrupted the ley lines, so we can't get our train there normally. We were hoping that you might have a way to grapple the train with your ship and take us there.
uh, one moment. I'll be right back. He steps away from the edge, likely to talk to the captain of the ship to figure out what to do. I'll never get used to airships, says Imbrinius as he looks up at the thing. Air?
it's tricky if you aren't used to it, I guess. I remember when I saw my first one.
Vivius comments, aren't airships supposed to have, like, I don't know, air in them? That's just a boat in the air. Yeah,
Wouldn't that mean
airship.
that Girl Scout cookies are made out of Girl Scouts?
What's a Girl Scout?
The Girl Scout.
Something I heard. It was one of those weird jokes from the Countless Realms books that I didn't understand.
All right. We are going to throw down some ropes, tie them off to your train. We'll carry you. Well, thankfully, it's not hard to see the spire that you're looking for. It is looks off in that direction. Hard to miss. And you see at that point,
Ropes,
as
not chains.
yeah, you see long, silvery, silk ropes or silk appearing ropes drape about 6 of them off the either side of the boat as the ship kind of floats over you.
That's definitely not normal rope. I'm a little more enthused.
Just regular
I take it
hemp
they're
rope.
thick,
That's not
big.
carrying a train. I don't
Yeah,
care what you
regular hemp
say.
rope won't work, That was the joke, yeah. But I'll grab one of them and get to like the front right of the train or whatever, and tie it off and do my best. Then I'll call Vibius or Brenius or somebody to come look and check my knot, since I don't trust myself.
Yeah, and Lucius will help direct Vibius and Umbrinius in tying off any lines.
Yeah, we know you're not going to actually tie along yourself, though. We're well aware of that.
Ouch.
Jeez.
Or how gauche. How
I mean,
gauche.
accurate, but ouch.
You'll direct your workmen to do the work.
Lucius will in fact lift a finger, and that finger is to point at where he wants Vibius and Umbrinius to tie it off.
All right. There are 4 main ropes to worry about. Ether, I'm going to call for you to roll Dex as part of it. Make sure that the rope stays secure. I'll give you +1 because you will have someone come over to check them on it, and they may say, "Oh yeah, that looks okay," or "That looks bad. You should try again." It's probably gonna hold.
Lucius will take a crack at it at 1.
+1
I
because
guess
you're
a
getting
9
someone to
isn't a
do it.
horrific failure.
Roll. Insight Dex with a +1.
Don't worry, one of those ropes
Nor-
is secure. I have to open up the opportunity list again. Hold on.
God, here we go again. You know what,
You
guys?
want to push back time, or do you want to do something exciting?
Yeah, I'm just trying.
You could speed up a clock if you want to be exciting.
Oh, wow. That is exciting.
Exciting for the
Jeez.
GM.
Discover. I'm just looking to see if there's anything really worth spending it on. I'd say just push back the clock. I'm gonna be boring.
Which clock?
The Sultanate of Ascara Empire of Knowing clock.
Layer. Nope. Again, multi-side. Choose side. Down. 2 edges. Buy yourself some time. Rather, it's less buying yourself time. The fact that you guys are doing it so quickly, you're probably gonna. Actually, even just kind of through that wedge, I'll hand wave Umbrinius' half of the roll because Umbrinius and Vibius basically tie in unison because you're kind of directing them in tandem. So you guys get done a lot quicker than you would have otherwise. I still have one more tie to do as this is happening.
Mark could do it. I could do it.
Your train 7.
My train.
I think you have the most to lose if we screw it up, so yeah.
Is it? The roll is what exactly?
Dex is part of it.
Dexterity's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, if Dex is part of it, you definitely should leave.
Oh,
Well, on the plus side, you get
no! No!
7 is so disoriented right now with 3 eyes.
Oh no.
Shoot.
Sometimes the dice just want to tell a story, don't they?
Incredible.
But hey, you get a Fabula for it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you've tied off all your ropes.
Gotta look on the bright side.
Yeah.
I thought there were 4.
Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. The benefit of Lucius's thing was he got 2 done at once.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that. Thank you.
Yep. There are other ones that you tie up, but the other ones are more stabilizer ropes. The main ropes are the 4 corners. Those ones you wanted to make sure were perfectly fine. Because the other trailing ropes are just more for comfort and kind of helping keep it from rocking around too much. All right. Everyone, hang on. We're going to hoist you up.
I'm going to take one last look around the plane. Yep, they all look great. Give it a big A-OK symbol, and then hop on the train and come climbing over everybody and get into my little nook. That way, if something goes wrong, at least I'll be in this little armored nook. Might be my tune.
So everyone gets seated and prepare for the train to be lifted up and out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll strap myself in.
With what? No. There's no seatbelt on trains.
There is on this train.
The train, you hear, and 1, and 2, and 1. As you hear chanting happening above you, the ship tilts its nose up, the sail billows full of air, the huge oars start sweeping through the air as hard as they can. You can hear the as the whole train just kind of it starts being lifted and creaking as it is being lifted up and off the ley line. You can even hear a snap and spark go off, which is alarming for most of you, but Zevin, you know that's because the part of the way the train is powered is through the rails. Especially on ley lines. So, yeah, you're going to have a few bolt snaps here or there, but, you have a few magic spheres.
The backup power.
Yeah. And you start being lifted up. Everyone feels that motion sick feeling of, as you all rock around in the train. You can see you are being lifted up and, woo, everything's swaying around a bit, and okay, just hang on to your chair. You'll be fine. It's okay. And for a moment, Aether, you actually kind of notice that, probably out of sheer, like anyone really, but you're not. And you see yours looks a little loose. And there may have been a moment for you to probably maybe go over there and do something about it. Like maybe retighten it, or maybe fly over, do something about it. Or maybe ask someone else to deal with it before it gets bad. Unfortunately, as you're noticing something's wrong with your rope, Zevin's rope catastrophically fails immediately, as it basically was not knotted properly at all. And the whole train, it just tips drastically and lurches violently to the side, nearly throwing you all out of the train. Which, by the way, might is part of it. Thankfully, you all get +1 because you're in a train. There's lots of stuff to grab onto. Don't fall out of the train or you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Since I actually climbed into a cubby, can I claim a +1 or something?
You already have a +1.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well, I was hoping for another.
7.
Okay.
7.
Oh no.
Whee! Zevin goes tumbling out of the train.
Oh God!
Oh my God.
Oh.
I didn't add my +1, but I also critically failed. But at least I can fly.
Unfortunately, critically failed. Ah!
Yeah. Wow.
I
Like I said.
forgot to add the +1, but that's still only a 4.
Yeah, a crit fail's a crit fail.
What?
So,
Oh, and I also forgot to add the +1, but that's a 15. Oh Lord.
So
guys.
Lucius, the whole train it's like the whole
I got an
universe.
8 because it double rolled on me, or triple rolled for some reason, and the first roll was 7. So.
Yeah, you still fall.
And then +1.
Yeah.
So 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So basically, the one person who climbed into a cubbyhole got shot out of it like a cannon right out of the window.
Yeah, it tipped at the perfect angle where it's like, I'll cling on to the. Aw. That's not fair. Or actually, more likely, it was like, you're in your cubbyhole, you're fine. You're like, oh, my rope's getting loose. I'm going to be a good little girl, and I'm going to go fix that right now before it becomes an issue. I'll just climb out of a cubbyhole real quick and.
Yeah. Perfect.
And I imagine Vibius and Umbrinius were able to stay perfectly in spot, and they probably like both reach out a hand and like grab him underneath his arms.
Well, I mean, it depends on how fast I fall. Am I going to hit the ground immediately, or do I have time to react in any way?
You will
I know I'm
impact
falling
with
out
the
of the train.
side of the train as you fall, and then tumble for a while.
Oh, okay.
So you'll take some damage. I'll let you try to save yourself a bit so you don't take the full amount. So you're taking at least 20 physical, just because you get tumbled out of the train at all.
Yeah,
Woof.
that's fine. I'll just try to spread my arms, my legs, and my ears to try to land as flat as possible. And that way too, if I hit the edge of a window, I'm less likely to go out of it. To reduce the damage that you take. I'm martially trained for combat, so I know how to take a fall, right? So that's what I'll try to do. How would I roll that? Dexterity part of it, or what?
I'll say dexterity is part of it. And I'll say the same for Zevin and Moore is this is you're both taking 20 physical just because you're being tossed around and out of the train. This second roll is trying to soften the blow as you fall the rest of the way. You're trying to find some way to make it so you grab onto something, anything, or do something to keep yourself from just hitting the ground flat.
I'm in crisis.
Okay, so I got a 13.
So,
How much damage was that we received?
2-0.
Okay.
And would my usual attributes work as normal for that? I have a feature which cuts all damage by 5.
If it says all damage, then yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
All damage I suffer is reduced by my skill level, which is 5.
Okay.
So I take 15, and I made a 13 on my roll.
Yeah. I was in crisis to begin with.
Uh-oh.
So, because I don't think we had time to rest since last session.
We
did not.
You had time. You guys went to the train, did some thinking, and said, "Let's get a ship and immediately leave and take no time to rest at all because we're in a hurry." You technically could have rested. You just chose not to.
Heroes of the realm, everyone.
Heroes of the realm, everyone. We are so good at this.
Heroes you need, not the heroes you deserve.
So you said the roll would do what to the I still took the full damage, so the roll did what?
You'll give me a second. I have to resolve the other two.
Yeah, no sweat.
So Moore, you did your roll just now.
Yeah, got a total of 7. Because for some reason it seems to want a double roll for me today.
Okay. And 7, you got 14. So yeah, basically, the first 20 is unavoidable. It's just because the thing tipped and you all mailed that first roll was to avoid that taking any damage. Failing that, you all went wee and started tumbling out of the train and smashed into windows and chairs and stuff and go flying out of the train. This roll that you're doing was your character trying to find some way to slow themselves down as they were falling out of the train. Maybe even grabbing you onto the edge and just barely hanging on, or finding some nearby building to go to, or maybe swing yourself into a nearby tower and try to better than falling all the way down to the ground. So for Aether, you basically did something along that line. You probably clung to the train desperately, trying not to fall the rest of the way. Ideally you were trying not to fall out of the train at all, but you were caught completely flat-footed. Zevin, you have a similar thing where you kind of fall into a nearby building. It still hurts, but it's it's negligible. It's enough that you tumble through and your armor takes a lot of the damage. Unfortunately, Moore Duncan is unlucky and just doesn't have anything to grab onto and tumbles the rest of the way and whap! Falls the whole distance back down to where the train was onto the tracks for another 20 physical.
I am defeated.
Oh.
I was going to ask if there was any way that I could
Not in a million years.
Okay. Well, I was hoping I could shapeshift and go try to catch her, but
No.
there was no chance.
This is
I
all
was
too
busy just
all too
traveling.
quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fine.
So, are you surrendering or are you sacrificing?
I will surrender.
Okay. So, You, on the plus side, you gain 2 Fabula because you were defeated. So there's that. Boop, boop. And when you hit the ground, you not only do the ground actually gives way, and the tracks that you're on crumble, and you watch Morduncan vanish deep beneath the city.
Oh,
You feel the whole train kind of swing around you, Lucius. You hear shouting above. You have to stabilize the train, or we have to cut you loose. Hurry!
Lucius immediately runs to the line and begins starting to try tying it off.
Might is part of it. Yeah, +1 because
Cool.
you do have your servants there to help you.
Yep.
While he's doing that,
Woo!
and I was wondering if I could, like,
Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hang on. I rolled 13.
No, he was asking
And that's with
if he was doing something during it. That's a valid question.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask if it would be all right for me to shapeshift into a flying form and go after her. Like,
Yep.
I realized that she went out of sight, but if she didn't go too deep, maybe I could still go get her and bring her back.
So you'll take your damage for transforming and then fly down into the hole.
Correct. That's what I'm thinking of doing.
You do that.
Okay. So my current health is 53. 1/3 of that is, I don't know. What do you think? 60 would be 20, so.
During this, what is Zevin doing? As you kind of pick yourself off the ground from a building you happen to tumble into. As you watch Lucius desperately working on the rope that you thought you had secured, and it didn't tear, it didn't give way, it just wasn't tied, so the knot just gave the minute it had pressure.
Oh gosh, there's no way for her to get up there. But she's going to pull Droney out of her bag, activate it, close her own eyes, and then whistle and point for Droney to go assist him.
Assist who?
Lucius.
You may roll to assist.
I do call out as I'm going so they know that I'm not just disappearing on them, okay?
Yeah. Well, they probably could tell you're flying down into the hole everyone watched more fall into.
Sure. But I call out, I'm going to go get her. And I dive off the side.
Yeah. No, Aether. You know what? I'm sick of you guys. Just flies off. Like, oh, okay.
That would be terrible.
Here's the realm,
Like,
everyone.
screw it. I give up. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Most anticlimactic losing a party member to JRPG ever. It's like, wait, that's the trigger to lose Aether? Yeah, the train is like the big thing. She has a thing about falling. That was not hinted at all for all 5 discs. I know.
It would be one of those secrets in the fact.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, that roll...
Gotta get rid of that annoying rabbit girl.
That roll is enough to stabilize the train.
Hooray.
Meanwhile, more. You awaken at Crisis. as you are surrounded by debris and wreckage. As you see huge chunks of road and rail lines and magispheres all tumbled and jostled around you. You see some motes of light in a direction, but it's hard to see, and you hurt all over because, well, you're in crisis. You basically, the only reason your character probably wasn't just killed was because the ground kind of oddly broke your fall because it gave way, and then you hit another floor, and then that gave way, and then you hit another floor, and it gave way, so it kind of dissipated the impact the whole way down. Unfortunately, you're now trapped inside of all the stuff that gave way.
Gotcha. I'm gonna start by searching through my bag and pulling out a remedy.
Alright, Aether, you dive into the hole while someone takes a remedy, and yeah, it's exactly that. This is like there's like the underground, there's the train level where all the rails and stuff were, then there's the under rail part of it, which is like subway areas and mechanical stuff, and then there's like 2 extra layers of like building, of undercity that collapsed into this massive sinkhole.
Okay. Well, for clarity, I took my theory amorphous features as the ability to fly, the unarmed strikes gain multi 3, which basically means that my ears and like I grow a couple of extra arms, and my ears are now also capable of lifting and strong, right? And then also increase my defense with my armored form. And so those are the 3 things I activated.
And for those out there in the wild watching this, technically that transformation would have happened last scene. I'm just being reasonable and saying I'm letting it happen in this scene down here. Arguably, for being by letter, Aether falls for a while, enters the new scene, then transforms. So it turns out to this. So either way, it still works. So.
Fair enough. Thank you. All right, but yeah.
Because it'd be so jerked. Like, you transform to fly down. Oh, new scene. You have to transform again. Like, nah, come on.
That's terrible. Yeah. Thematically, like, this is when I'm coming after her, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, how dark is it down here? Like, is it blindingly dark, or can I basically see?
You see lots of dust. There is sunlight coming from above you. Like, you can see the train and everyone doing stuff above you, but it's just all the dust and debris. There's darkness. There's no lights down there, and some of the dust is kind of. It's like shining a flashlight into fog. So the dust is kind of scattering the light a little bit. Well, I figure she
went straight down, so I am basically going to go straight down and call out as I go down. Moore, can you hear me? I'm coming to get you out. Just make noise so I can find you. And I'm sort of not like going at full tilt, because that would be stupid and crazy, but I'm moving relatively quickly and relying on my tough armored form to like withstand something if I run into it. If I scrape by something. Like, if I can't see clearly, I'm still moving quick because I'm going down to get her. Yeah. I don't want her to keep sliding down lower and lower.
The difference between going to a full sprint, but you're not going a full sprint, but you are jogging through a burning building. It's like, I'm not going slow, but I'm not going as fast as I possibly can either.
Exactly. And technically, I'm flying down rather than running, unless I have to run.
Metaphor, but yeah.
That's the metaphorical speed I'm going at. Very good. Thank you. Great analogy.
Willpower is part of it, as you're trying to, and one can lead, one can assist, as you're trying to kind of help each other find the other. Like, where am I? Where are you?
Marco Polo.
Yeah. Am I getting anywhere close? Because she may have fallen straight down, or she may have tumbled at an angle or something. It's like, oh, where'd you go? And for her, it's like, I can't see you. I hear noises.
All right, another critical success. And 2 12s.
All right.
The dice are hot tonight. They're wild. Crit fails, crit successes.
Yeah, I was going to say. I wouldn't say they're hot. They're all over the place.
Oh, they're hot in different ways, yes.
So, you rapidly speed down the first layer past the initial fog of confusion. While that's happening, More Duncan, you've taken your remedy. You've been calling out to Aether, and you hear Aether calling back to you every so often, trying to figure out exactly where you are. Aether sounds very far away, but sounds like she's getting closer. She doesn't look like she. It doesn't sound like she's getting lost. She is getting close.
By the way, for whatever reason, my health that I'm putting on my sheet is not reflecting on my token, so I'm going to correct my sheet now. Not sure why it's not updating that.
There it goes. Yeah.
102. Yeah, my max has changed now because I leveled up.
Ah.
There we go. There we go. I'm in crisis, but I don't care.
What are you doing, More? While you wait for rescue, or do you?
I'm gonna try to see if I can find a way out of here. I'll start going toward the light you mentioned.
The light seems to be, you can see it through some cracks between the, rubble.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to squeeze through the cracks then.
Dex is part of it.
Okay. Yeah. 7? Well, sorry, 3, because it double rolled on me again. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Because you need a new mouse.
I mean, that is certainly part of it.
You try to squeeze your way through, and you feel like you might get stuck. But thankfully, you're able to kind of pull yourself out before you get wedged in a very dangerous position.
Okay.
Ether, you've descended away. It's you're kind of amidst the debris and smoke around you. Whatever happened must have hit something vital down here, like some magispheres that probably are doing something things they're not supposed to do.
Okay.
But you know you're going down. You can hear More Duncan answering your call every so often. So you know you're going the right direction at least.
Okay. Did I have an opportunity to resolve from the last roll?
No, because you weren't the first. Yours was not the first die to hit the floor. I didn't hear you guys decide who was leading.
Oh, I see. I apologize. I didn't know we had to decide.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was a shared roll. My bad.
Yeah, because
Okay,
one was assisting the other. Because either one person. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because you're doing the Marco Polo thing.
Yeah, I get it now. I didn't catch that. No problem. Okay. Then would you like me to lead the next roll more?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing because it seems to be working. Like I'm making steady progress, if not blitzing through, and steady progress is good enough in this case. So I'm going to keep doing what I was doing.
Insight's part of it, totally.
Yep. Do a double insight roll this time if insight's part of it. Only an 8. Wow. It's not a horrific failure, at least.
You can hear More Duncan calling out to you, and you find that you have encountered a barrier of debris that's blocking the opening you're looking at.
Okay.
So either you have to
Digging
find
it
some way to
out.
break through this, or you have to find another way down.
Right. Does it look like I could dig through it?
It's not dirt.
With
It's
my
like
arm?
stone and steel and such. Well,
I have an idea. If I use the staff of the Sorcerer King, could I change its element that would to something that would do more harm to the Earth debris? Is that something that can be done, or is that not really?
Insight is part of it to figure out what the vulnerability of this stuff would. Actually, no. We know exactly how we'd call this. It's an insight roll because you're examining an enemy, which is a wall, but same difference.
Sure. Okay. Then I will do that. I can't see what I got. Looks like another 8.
8. You get something because it's actually easier since the errata to do these rolls, but I don't think they'll give you a vulnerability. It might. Let's check. Let's not assume. Let's make sure that's what happened. You don't know the affinities, but you do know the amount of damage you need to do to whatever this is. You would need to do 40 damage to destroy this.
Or go around. Okay.
Or go around, yep.
I think I'll opt to go around right now. Try to find another route.
More. What are you up to as you Ether doesn't sound hurt, but you tried as you were kind of calling out. It's like, oh, okay, you tried to squeeze through there. That wasn't gonna work. You almost got stuck. You could try again, and maybe you won't get stuck the second time. But
I'll try and find an alternate route around. Maybe climbing up and around the debris.
Let's call for insight as part of it as you're looking around for another route.
Okay.
Hey.
15? Oh no, 8, 9, 8.
Aw.
Ah,
The double rolling is driving me
It's
a bit
rough.
nuts.
It's
Anyways.
BS, man. BS.
You find a ledge that looks like it'll bear your weight, and you kind of hop straight up to get at it. And then it begins to give way and starts collapsing. And you start to fall. You fall back and you kind of thud into the ground, a little winded, and then you see rocks starting to fall at you. You'll need to give me a dex as part of it roll to kind of roll out of the way so the debris doesn't fall on you. Also, you're muted, by the way, but you may have done that on purpose.
I did.
You take 20 physical damage, as unfortunately you did not roll out of the way fast enough.
Ow.
Thunk.
jeez. Rough.
Meanwhile, up on the surface, the train is stabilized now.
It's good to get that remedy.
And they're able to kind of lower the train down a little bit, but they're keeping the ropes on to kind of, and they'll even throw a couple sailors will quick rope down to the train to kind of double check all your ties real quick to make sure everything's fine.
Yep.
So that does for you guys up to either help with the train, help make sure the train is secure, or descend down into the hole to help your ally who's fallen. Also note that Zevin does look pretty messed up because you're in crisis.
Yep. As we get sort of closer to the ground, Lucius will reach his hand down to pull Seven up onto the train.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened to Moore?
I think she fell. I didn't see it. I'm seeing too much.
Just
On my head.
just sit back. He looks to Vibius and Umbrinius. Men, we're going after her.
All right, I'll get some ropes and grapples set up, and we can start climbing down.
Good. And he looks back to Seven. Seven, you look rather worse for wear, but do you think you'd at least be able to pilot your drone from here to accompany us?
Yeah, I'll need to come with you part of the way, but
I mean, can't you remotely pilot it from here?
it cannot leave the scene without her.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she needs to
okay.
come part of the way.
Yeah. The little
I
little
see what you're
gem
saying.
only
It
does
has to
so
be in the
much.
Yeah.
Cool.
Has to be in the scene with us, yeah.
Cool. In which case, Lucius will leave it to you as to whether or not you want to come.
Seven, I think she's just gonna heal herself.
Hmm.
You grab a remedy.
Yes. My HP should not be 37. It should be lower. Anyways, I will cap my HP
Okay.
with a remedy. Backpack, please. Thank you.
So you fall out of crisis. To descend down into the hole, it will require Dex as part of it. +1 because you have Vivius and Abrinius kind of helping people get down into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's go.
That's an 11.
Lucius is able to descend down to the first layer. You'll. Oh, that's without the +1. So actually, that's a 10.
Oh, yay.
So you're able to just barely make it as Abrinius keeps you from tumbling down.
My hero.
Um. So that's them. That was second round. More. Yeah, you tried to go through the cracks where the light was. That didn't work the first time. You tried to jump up and find a route, but the route you found the first time was actually more dangerous than you thought. What do you do?
At this point, I'm gonna see if I can find something to stabilize the debris around me, kind of to short up so that I can. That way, it's not likely to fall in on me before I try again to get out of here.
You could either search around for such a thing, or for 2 inventory points, you could pull something like that out of your bag.
Sure, I'll pull something out of my bag.
As you find random emergency shoring up tools for adventurers. Usually not for
Holy
bracing
bat
up
shark.
roadways and stuff. It's more for like mines, but it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy bat shark repellent. My goodness.
Yeah.
It's that point and click adventure mindset of it's something I can collect. It'd probably be of use later. This is the puzzle I needed it for. ABC come.
Yep.
Yeah. 40 hours later in the same RPG. Oh, that's what that's for.
Yep.
All right, Aether, give me
It's an old Sierra point and click.
So the benefit of that check. Actually, no, you still have an action because you used up IP instead of an action. Sorry. So you have stabilized. You have basically made it safer to try the actions you were doing before. So the danger level is lowered. So it's not D12s anymore. It's
Okay.
D10s. It's easier. It's less dangerous to do to attempt stuff now.
Cool. Now I'll try to squeeze through the cracks again.
Dex is part of it. Still just as difficult, just less dangerous. I don't know, is it 10? It did roll twice. You squeeze part of the way through. Alright, this is not comfortable. You wouldn't want to stay here for too long, but you're not in an uncomfortable wedge. You are making progress forward out of the stuff that's burying you.
Good.
Meanwhile, Ether. Yeah, so you're not going to break this down, it seems. So you're going to try to find a way around, I believe.
Right. I'm primarily going downwards, and I know these holes, like, they lead downwards anyway, so it shouldn't be too hard to find another route down, since I can just fly. Like, if I find a pit that other people would be afraid to fall down, I can just go down it, right? So
Yeah.
I'm looking for a route down.
Insight is part of it.
Okay. I'm assuming that shouldn't be too hard to do. Doubles.
4,
2,
though.
so 4. That's not going to succeed, is it?
No.
I would like to call on my theme of belonging, that I cannot let my friend down, and I've got to get her. I can't let her down.
I
She needs
don't
me
know
right
if
now.
belonging would get that.
Well, I have bonds of loyalty and admiration for More Duncan as well. Could I call on those bonds?
Those would add the bond strength to the roll if you spent Fabula.
I see. Well, if belonging doesn't get it, then I don't know what would.
Oops, I closed it. Oh, I was going for. There we go.
Yeah, I don't have another theme that would be appropriate. I mean, I'm sure I'm not going to call on doubt. That would just make me fail. And truth-seeking and curious creature don't really apply here, so I guess I just don't find a way down right away.
Nothing from your identity or origin help either?
Aspect of darkness, and my origin is basically the Darklands south of Wakma. I could call on my nature as a creature of the dark and the Darklands. Like, this is like being in this kind of dark underground location is sort of like being at home to me.
I'll take that,
Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
living in burrows. Okay, then I'll drop this on the table for you.
Yoink.
And get it
How did I miss? It's so big. I right-clicked and clicked directly next to it.
Oh my god.
Well,
It's even worse roll. I guess this round I just make no progress.
yeah, you
Like, I can't find a way down.
you dive down. It's like, well, I'll just go down, and oh, another dead end. Friggin' flies up, looks for another hole. No, that's a dead end. How is going down
Calling out
hard?
fear. Like,
Man, these crit fails have been just
or just fails
kept
in
on
general.
giving.
Yeah, they're terrible today.
All right, Lucius and
I'm
Zevin.
still calling. I'm coming. Don't worry. I'll get there eventually. I'm gonna get you.
Here at this point, is this a matter of like physically navigating the space, or is it there also an aspect of like just trying to figure out what way to go?
A bit of both. It depends which one you're more focusing on. As long as, but it's more about figuring out where More Duncan is, because you're in a massive ruin.
So, to this point, Lucius says, "All right, I think this might work. I think they can do this." Lucius puts his hand to the garnet at his chest and just focuses. More, can you hear me?
Lucius, I'm gonna call upon you to roll in willpower. Insight willpower.
Insight willpower. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And even opportunity.
God. You use up 30 mind points.
Hold on. I gotta. That's so funny.
So in essence, you will have, even though you're not physically where Aether is right now, you have made as much
I
progress
mean
as
more. Oh, yeah. Okay.
you have made as much progress as Aether has done. But you're not physically there yet. But you know where Aether, the up to the amount of progress Aether's made in routing, because you figured out, you've sensed where Moore Duncan's spirit is through the gem. You can sense. Well, actually, better way to put it, you've sensed her mind. You've sensed where her mind is, which is helping you, which is going to save a lot of time. So even if you're climbing down, you're going, oh well, I know this is the correct direction. Why? I just do.
Just what are you
Cool.
doing?
It's the Calcit crystals. I can sense where Moore Duncan is, and I think we might be able to make our way towards her by. And if possible, I would like to have a plot twist of I discover sort of a cleft in the rock that allows me to easily move downwards.
I will forego the danger roll. Because normally
Cool.
I'd roll
I'll
a
take
travel roll for you moving through the ruin, but you just ignore that.
I will
Oh,
take
it's-
that.
We're making travel rolls?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you've made a
been
couple so
rolling
far.
these d12s.
Excellent. I should have my inventory points have refreshed then.
Yes, they would. So as you're digging your way out, you're doing the point and click adventure hero of, huh? Oh, that looks useful. Okay, doing this really dangerous thing. I might die. Oh, hey, it's a statue.
Hey, I was looking for one of those.
Never know when a trowel might come in handy.
What are you doing,
Or one
Seven?
of these handy dandy wall braces.
Yeah. Hey, writers, how are we gonna explain that in the narrative? Shush, it's a JRPG. Don't think about it. No, shush.
Hey, look, it's a
Get
can
your-
of bat shark repellent. Have you ever seen a
Get-
bat shark?
Get your adventure game logic out of here.
Okay, we can rewind everything. Hold on. So more was.
No.
Hey, I mean, I don't want to take off Lucius. I don't want to break his veromicitude. So. What are you up to, Seven? As Lucius is stretching out with his feelings to find more Duncan.
Oh, good. So it's not just me who went crazy. All right. Brinius, can I just like hold on to you so I don't fall over?
Oh, you want me to come down? Sure. Hold on. Yeah. All right. I guess I'll just mind the
Hey.
hole. I guess.
Steven, what are those heart shapes in your pupils?
Yeah. So Brinius helps brace Seven as you clamber your way down. And the Legionnaire in shining armor.
She's gonna try to make what progress she can on her own to get down. She can't really use her drone right like this while she's precarious, because what if she lets go and falls?
Dex is part of it. Actually, to be fair, I should put you up here. And I'll give you plus
Dex,
2 because Lucius made his he found a way that's easy on the way down, which he knows is perfectly safe. You don't know that, but it is actually easy.
13.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to climb after him. And then Brinius is able to catch up. Vibius is still helping you, Lucius. Basically, he's holding the way in.
The rope up top.
All right, we cycle back down to Moore. Moore, you're almost out of the debris you've been trying to dig your way out of this whole time. Oh, wait, sorry. Danger roll for Seven. which is lower. Actually, it should all of it's lower now because Zevin's now in the scene, so now everyone's travel roll is easier. So I'll have to remember that.
Yay.
So it's not D12, it's D10.
Hey, I think that's a discovery.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. It led to a discovery.
So, you are able to. You find yourself in the. You find Aether heading the same direction you are, as you are looking in the. You're all of you are trying to find a way down, and you kind of run into each other. And hey, funny story, as people say their highs and hellos. You see a rather clear column of empty air that seems to go down at least 2 or 3 levels, so that should save you. That probably will get you a good ways down to where Moore's shouting from.
Yep.
I ran into what looked like a promising way down, but it had a whole wall of debris that I would need to hammer through, and it would take too long. So I was finding an alternate route.
I think I have a decent gauge on where Lady Duncan is. These Cowcat crystals in our chests seem to be able to resonate with each other to a minor extent.
I'll just blink and say, sure, that tracks.
And Brittany nods like, yeah, no kidding.
All right, well, I'll follow you then if you can sense where she is. But when it comes down to like going down, I can carry people one by one if we have to avoid making it too dangerous, because I can like literally fly. Like we don't have to worry about me falling.
Very good. More Duncan. You're crawling your way out, I imagine. I'm gonna call for, unless you're doing something else, I'm gonna call for another dex roll to dig your way out. And a note,
Sure.
You've braced up the area, so it was D12 to D10, and because Zevin's in the scene, it's dropped down to D8. Just so you know for how dangerous things are. Oh no, you're able to.
I only rolled the once.
Now it rolls the one time. Huzzah! You've dug your way out. You've been able to crawl and shimmy your way out of the massive amount of debris, which most notably collapses into the space you once were. That probably would have been, I don't know, a lot of damage if you were still there.
It would have been curtains for you.
Defeated again. And likely would have broken something very important to you.
Yay.
So, the group of you see a way down that Zevin is able to point out.
Shoot, I'll just fly straight down it. Even if I run into a wall, it won't hurt me much.
And you find more Duncan at the bottom of that hole.
Oh goodness! I open all 6 of my arms and my ears up for like a big hug. A big furry spider like with wings, wing flaps between all the arms. That's how I'm flying. So it's like I engulf you suddenly. I'm like, oh, you're okay. I'm so glad.
Suddenly, the developer of Silent Hill's on board.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still somehow cute.
Yeah.
This is a weird hodgepodge. This is a weird hodgepodge of genres we've got going here.
Sure, but yeah, it's like tears at kind of corners of my eyes. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you're safe. Come with me this way.
Sure.
I'll lead her to the bottom of the pit, and I'll call down from there. If someone's got another rope down there, you can toss it down, or I can just fly her up. What do you think?
More Duncan. Insight is part of it as you're being led away.
Insight, you say?
It's not Aether. It's a monster that looks like her.
12.
As Aether's calling up, and you kind of have a chance to kind of look around for a second and not be worried about something falling on you. Mainly because if worse gets worse, Aether can shield you and stuff, so you're actually in way less danger now. So you have a chance to just look around, and that's when you spy a Tyrgan Sigith alchemist bag poking out of the rubble nearby, and a hand that looks like it's trying to reach for it, but is now still.
I
Some
will
dead guy's hand reaching out of the rubble.
go try to uncover the person.
So Morduncan walks away from the hole you just led her to.
Second. 1 minute.
I'll be surprised, but I'll accompany her. 1 second, everybody. We'll be right back.
And I'm gonna see if I can uncover the person who has that hand.
Might is part of it to cover
They're
the
still
rocks.
alive, anyways. Can you give me
Would
a
you like
hand
me to
with
help?
these rocks? Yes.
I don't have fantastic might. I've got like a D8, but if you want, I could lead.
Sure, you go ahead. Like, my might isn't fantastic either, so.
Yeah. So I got a 13.
And it rolled triple.
You
on
got
me
3
again.
9s.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a 13, I guess.
You're able to uncover some of the rubble and reveal what appears to be a Tyrgan Sigith alchemist, which the bag kind of gave that away. They look like they got they basically got trapped down here from all the wreckage, and took way more damage than Duncan did because they didn't. This wasn't bracing the fall. The world basically collapsed on them. They look familiar to Duncan, for this is your rival.
Oh,
Was your rival?
no
It's-
longer.
He's
Yeah,
still
was.
alive?
Insight is part of it if you want to check if he's alive. You've uncovered him. So you can actually.
What?
Insight is part of it to figure out if he's alive.
I will try to see if he's alive.
Former rival.
Okay. Uh, 11.
He is in fact alive.
I don't think my help would matter.
I
was-
will
oh,
pull a remedy from my bag and treat him with the remedy.
You're able to.
The artist formerly known as rival.
So, you splash the remedy on him, because it's hard to make him drink it given the angle he's at.
Hmm.
But you see him stir and kind of groan in pain.
I'll try to dig him more out of the rubble so he can get out of there. We probably should have did that first.
And yeah, you're able to pull him out. He seems to be. He's in crisis, but he's not gonna. You've saved him from peril now.
Yeah. Who isn't in crisis right now? I'll dig him out and, help him.
I'm not
walk.
in crisis.
I am also not in crisis anymore because I gave myself a remedy after I fell down.
Oh, la-di-da.
No, I
You will
beat
not in
myself
crisis
up.
anymore.
But it's worth it.
This means you're not doing your job, GM.
What's that? Oh, I can fix that. Hold on.
Don't you say
Some
no?
ideas,
Don't poke the bear. Come on. All right.
especially not when he has that much Fabula. Or sorry, Ultima.
God,
Got
so
50
much
Ultima,
Ultima.
All right. Well, I'll help both of these two with my extra arms and limbs, and get them underneath. I can fly them up one by one, or y'all can drop a rope. What do y'all want to do?
Um, I guess we could climb.
I don't think it'd be too difficult to carry these guys up one by one, right? Like, just hit a 7, maybe? What do I think?
Hmm.
You can probably fly them up one at a time.
Yeah, okay. I'll take more first. Make that roll for you.
What roll?
What stat must be part of it? Might?
Oh, there's no roll. You're just flying up a hole.
Oh, okay.
The benefit of
Yeah,
it being
okay.
of a
Well, I mean,
discovery. Seven found a very easy way to basically get past everything.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I will take them up one by one and bring them both up then.
As you go down to
So we
the
can make our way
as you
back.
go down the second time, you're in combat.
Really?
As he wakes up, he freaks out as he sees you and reaches into his alchemy bag to throw stuff at you.
I'm like, relax. I'm here to help you. But I guess it's too late. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't say what he was doing was smart. Guy's in crisis, and he just out of sheer shock goes, ah! So yeah, I require initiative, which is Dex, I believe.
Well, I have an initiative stat. I can just hit that, right?
Yeah. Where is this guy? Where
I
is...
have a 4.
I think he goes first on a 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's first. But my AC is significantly, my defense is significantly higher than smart because I didn't buff it for my transformation. I didn't expect combat.
Right.
Let me go ahead and add that in.
Okay, so...
There you go. Ready.
Swap out the fact that he's no longer just some... Well, no, I'll leave it at that. He is a dude. Just a random... 3 ultimates generated because he is a villain. And he actually is able to do something. So I'll actually give him Ultima.
Right.
Which gives everyone a Fabula. Because remember, he's the guy who's been trying to get more Duncan killed this whole time. Well, allegedly, but you know. You get the feeling he's not exactly... If good people don't attack random passersby.
I'm going to say, Lucius, so he has chosen death.
Yes. Wait, are you sure this is a rival or an enemy? More. You're behaving
Yes?
more like an enemy.
Yes.
But yeah, if he's chosen death, then that's, on him.
Alright, and then I have to adjust the fact, because he's not just any old dude, he's elite. So he gets 2 turns, instead of just the 1. For those who are up top, you guys can be part of the fight, but you because you're physically separated from the fight, you can't use anything that's melee related. It has to be ranged because you're at the top of the hole. Likewise, he can't attack you guys unless he does a range attack of some kind, which he's an alchemist, so you know.
Right.
What am I looking for? This. Elites have that happen to them, so that turns into... Whoops. Nope.
Well, I mean, we know he's still injured and stuff, so...
Oh yeah, so he's at crisis minimum. Actually, no, you healed him equal to your remedy, which is 50.
Yeah, so he should have exactly 50.
So he's in crisis,
Started at
which
0.
matters for what abilities he has. He gets... 2 turns. Initiative is higher, which whatever, he was getting it anyway. Okay, so just very quickly making this guy. He gets into skill based on what he is. Humanoids, he gets 3.
In order, if the other players are actually in the battle, though, someone else in our group could have rolled initiative than me. I only rolled it because I thought it was just me in it.
It's fine.
It's fine, though. He could be first.
We'll be polite before we end them.
Okay, so I don't need that many powers anyway. It's not gonna be that long a fight, I don't think. I say that, but
Right.
Well,
I mean, maybe I'll learn a spell or something from him. Lord knows I need a healing spell. But he's not a monster, so I don't think I can.
I think he counts as a monster in like a, moral way, but
Yeah, but
Yeah.
humanoids are are the one thing I can't learn from.
I know.
So it's unfortunate. Now, if he summons an elemental or something, or a demon or whatever, I'd be able to learn from those things, but I wouldn't be able to learn anything from him directly.
so I can't do that. Okay, so I thought. Only have certain powers given his level.
But yeah, he's crazy to attack. Wow.
He grabs into his alchemist bag and throws out a array of poison vials at people. He will target big scary thing in front of him. Ether. He'll attack the person who looks like Moore and the person with the spear.
Is he targeting magic defense or physical defense?
Magic defense? Question mark?
Okay.
Yes, magic defense. So it's
Go. It's on like Donkey Kong.
that and that, yes. That and that, yes. Okay. So he rolled a 9 to hit you guys.
Miss.
Miss.
Does that hit your magic defense more?
9?
9, yeah.
That does not hit my magic defense.
Yeah, he throws poison
No, that
vials
was your
at
opportunity to say 9. Sorry.
He throws the poison vials at you guys, and you all kind of dodge out of the way as you're all very versed. Even the people who aren't alchemists are familiar with alchemist attacks. It's like, oh no, don't let that hit you. Don't even let it go off next to you.
Sure.
That's one of his turns. Goes to you guys.
Would you mind if I go next? He's kind of like
Go for it.
on me.
You can also go next and debuff him.
Well, I mean, I can debuff him too. That's what I was thinking about doing.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to attack him with Dragon Breath. So let me just go ahead and roll that.
Nice.
Hit of 17.
Yep.
And the best part is I have a feature which allows me to recoup the mind points that I spent. I spend 10, and whenever I use a spell, I can recover up to 10 mind points from it, so I don't spend any mind points. And he takes that 23 damage, and he's shaken. The effect of the spell is that it also causes shaken. It's dark damage.
Yep. So he gets shaken. He does not immediately go down, which you kind of figured that. I can tell you he is. What's dark damage? Are you? No, it's the other one you're
Dark
worried about.
energy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You breathe dark energy upon him, and he kind of stumbles back and starts waving at the dark spirits that are assailing him and spooking him.
Yep. And he's shaken, like I said. That's why I did it, the debuff.
Yep.
And I tell him, we're here to help you. What is wrong with you? We were going to save. We were saving you. And then I'm done. That's my turn.
I'm gonna set you on fire. Now, while you're on fire and shaken out of your mind, We're not here to hurt you. Goes to him because he gets a second turn. He does not believe you.
Cool. Again, so you have chosen death.
Will you stop saying that? We can still knock him out without killing him. I hope.
Like, he has to do so many evil things each week, or he starts breaking out in rash.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I don't know.
He doesn't meet his evil quota. He he loses his membership card.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Very nice.
And he's still a probationary member, so...
Yeah, he wants to graduate past Minion one day.
He
can't
reaches
arch
into
anybody
his.
until he races.
He reaches into his magic bag, into his alchemist bag, mixes two things together, drinks it, and blows out a breath of his own. But instead, you see various skeletal hands, spectral skeletal hands, sort of reach out and try to grab at you more. It's magic defense.
You really
You
don't
stop
like
that. You stop that.
Yikes.
Shaken affects willpower, if I'm not mistaken.
I am
Yes.
immune.
Willpower's down by 1 step, correct?
Okay. So,
I am immune to shaking.
yep. Not attacking you.
Oh,
Yeah, he wishes he was immune to shaken. It'd be really nice right now. So it's not D10, it's now D8. D8,
Yep.
so D8, D10. That sucks.
yeah. Corby was checking because it basically makes his spells less effective, which is exactly why I did it.
Does he have a bonus to his attacks? He does, but is it enough? Not 9, it's something, but I have to double check it. It's not a huge buff, because you can only buff NPCs so much. Especially at lower levels. So, that is, in fact, 11 to hit your magic defense.
Miss.
Attacking Aether.
Oh, that's a miss.
Damn. Yeah. You see him reach out and try to hit you, but they go wide. Yeah, he didn't get to attack multiple people with this second attack. It can only attack one person. Goes to friendlies. 7 Lucius or more.
His fate is in your hands. Have fun.
He keeps trying to hit more, right?
He attacked 3 of you with the first attack, then he attacked just Aether with the second attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not as important.
Well, it's not obvious that he's only targeting more is the important thing.
Right, I was just kidding.
If you guys don't mind, I have a thing.
Go right ahead.
Stand down, you absolute coward! Opposed insight willpower check, please and thank you. Spending 5 mind points to condemn.
15.
Gross. I hate that.
I almost got opportunity out of that silly roll. Yeah, you beat you.
Never forget it. Yeah.
Goes to more or 7.
Oh. Alright, I got something.
Okay.
7's going to spin her magic cannon. And then she is going to form something a little more peaceful than, annihilation. She's just going to aim to shoot around him and keep him running.
Okay.
Backpack.
Bang.
Where I put my gun? I forgot where I put my gun. There
You
it
can
is.
slow him. Nice.
Let's do that. 19 to hit.
Yeah, he's hit.
And I would like to drain 30 mind points, and I believe it is slow. he is not afflicted by. He's currently shaken but not slowed.
He's
It's
shaken and slowed.
It's
Or-
or. You choose
Yeah.
one of those things.
Yeah,
Or
and which
slow,
one?
or the mind points.
I know I have something new actually.
No,
Perfect
we're saying
pain.
he's already shaken from my attack. Now
So I'll
he's
slow
slowed.
him and drain
Yeah.
39 points.
Oh,
May change 2 options instead of 1. Okay, cool.
that's
Perfect
neat.
aim.
Cool.
Therefore, so he lost. Okay, so before I get too far away from everything, it's mind points is starting to become an issue I need to care about now. I was doing it mostly off the top of my head because I was like, oh, he's just casting a spell every round. It's not gonna be that bad. It's like, no, he's actually losing mind points. This matters now. He might not be able to cast spells.
Yep.
Well, use alchemy, but same difference. Hello. Hello, Zeno.
Oh God, 7. Between that ability and my thing that drains mind points and puts a mind point tax on things. Oh, this is gonna be gross.
Oh, that's
Y'all got to do that to Morwenna. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I casted that spell, which would cost him 10, and he did that one, which would have been 30. So he's used up 40. So minus 40, and then you just cost him another 30?
30.
Yeah. Okay. Yikes. I just learned of this system today and was taking a look. Oh, cool. Hi.
Welcome, we're in the hole.
We're in the hole.
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We've been playing this for a bit now, so I wouldn't say we're experts
Yeah.
on it, but we're a lot more well versed on it than we were in episode 1.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
more than halfway through the level progression.
We're far more than halfway.
So yeah, you drained him and you slowed him, so that affects his dex, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Cool.
It's that little, there's a icon for it.
Currently looking at character creation. Nice. I love character creation in this system. I love how.
Yeah,
I
it's so fun.
More Duncan.
Okay. This guy is being a problem.
Was thinking of playing a healer or something, just because I know a lot of people don't like playing that role. That I think off the top of my head, that'd be spiritualists are the ones that do that normally. They have healing abilities.
Yeah,
Yep.
they tend to be the sort of white magey types.
And a chemist could always pick up a monster's healing power. Yep.
You know what?
So, so it's more up.
Yeah.
I will I will attempt to inflict a status effect on him.
So many status effects. Why?
God, we're just throwing so much on him.
Yeah, that check got him.
Yeah, well,
So
he
you're
knows this. Fuck him.
So he gets weakened, because I imagine you're not slowing him, he's already slowed.
Correct.
So, pretty much all his stats are reduced by 1 die.
Yeah.
As they should be.
So, the turn sets back to him, because you guys acted last. Yeah, he's in a bad spot right now. And not with a ton of MP. I can solve that.
He brought this on himself.
He will
Sure did.
spend one of his Ultima to recover his mind points.
Spend that Ultima.
Yeah, we need to burn your Ultima down anyway, so that's fine.
It goes back to his maximum of 90. Didn't need to tell you that, but you know. That didn't cost him an action. That's just a thing he can do because he's a boss man without his goons. And I normally would have him summon goons, but there's no narrative reason why his goons would be here, so I'm not going to do that. So that's just a skill I'm going to burn.
Also in the hole.
Yeah.
He is in the hole.
Yeah, they could drop in from above out of nowhere like ninja.
And actually, that did. That will also clear out all his conditions.
Oh, good for him.
Was that 2 spends or 1?
It just means
that may
it
be
just
1
means we
spend.
can do it to him again. Yeah.
Recovery. Oh yeah, recovery. It's 50 mind points, which that would have been fine, and all status effects. So recovery gets mind points and clears the status effects in one go. Cool. So, well, might as well try again. Wow, you're all bad to attack me. That's not good. He will cast. He will grab into his bag and throw poison vials at people again. Aiming at Aether. The Moore and Zevin, because Lucius doesn't attack him. Or whatever he was doing, he just shouted. He didn't actually hurt him in any way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I unfortunately do not have much in the way of ranged options. Oh, that's a 9.
9 versus the magic defense of Zevin, Moore, and Aether.
Does not hit me.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
He will spend another Ultima, for he is a Master Alchemist. So he will roll that one of those d8s. That adds 2 more. That is not 10, but 11. Does 11 hit anybody?
Oh,
No.
No.
It was either a healer or like a spell sword. You could be a bit of both. You could be a spiritualist who also can sword fight, because you could have like a few levels of spiritualist and like a few levels in like swordsman or something like that. That's the beauty of Fabula Ultima, is that it kind of forces you to mix and match a little bit, and you can be a spellcaster who can also attack with your sword and stuff.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you required to pick 2 classes at the beginning?
Yeah,
No.
at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
minimum of 2.
Yeah, you start at level 5 with 2 classes anyway, so you always have to mix and match something.
Yep. Yeah, and as you level up, you'll only be able to do so many levels of a certain class, and then you have to swap to another. You only have so many levels of spiritualist you'll get anyway, and then you'll have to move into another one. So,
Yep.
So don't feel like you're gonna be trapped
Okay.
only as a healer, like a white mage forever and ever. It's like you'll be a white mage and something else, and you'll learn, depending on what GM you're running into, what kind of stuff the adventure's gonna throw at you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool for that. That's one of my favorite parts of this game. Did that 11
Yeah.
hit anybody's poison, by the way? Anyone's magic defense? I think that still missed.
No, it didn't hit anybody.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it still missed.
Nah, he's not spending his last Fabula. Well, he can spend into my pool, but I'm not letting him. That's his turn. He tried to throw poison. Goes to you guys.
Y'all want me to shake him again, or does someone want to go before me? I believe someone has the ability to like hit him with 2 status effects at once. One.
Yep.
Yeah, you go ahead then.
Kind of basing my idea off of Fire Emblem. Ooh, that's cool.
Go for it, 7.
16 to hit.
Yup.
Oh, nice.
Bang. Yeah, that hits him.
Started blasting.
Are you doing straight damage, or are you doing one of your special power again?
Shaken. Sorry. I would like to do the slowed and shaken.
Nice.
Slow and shaken. Okay.
I can keep doing this all day.
If anyone knows Mycea, but just making it a bit better. Oh, I'm fuzzy as heck. I played Fire Emblem recently, too. My brain's not connecting dots.
For many Fire Emblems.
Brain not connecting dots. Goes to him. He's gonna attack people. You know what? There's one person down here who's with them, so he's gonna try to drop you, because you can do physical attacks to him. She came out in Radiant Dawn, I believe. Oh, yeah, no, I'm unfamiliar. I played, like, she's the main character of that game. Oh, yeah, no, I only played the first one, to be fair. I've seen the other Fire Emblems over the years, but I've only really played the first one. through Nintendo Switch of all things. I didn't even play it when it first came out at the time. Go figure.
Yeah.
You are gonna be fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So does he's only had one turn, right?
Yeah, he's gonna have a second one.
Yeah.
He throws. You get shaken, which affects. So it's 2d8 instead of d8 d10. You keep doing that to me. Wait, you slowed him too. Slow affects
Yep,
Dex, so
that's
it's
Dex.
actually d6 d8.
Nice.
6 d8. That's 9 to hit you,
9.
Aether.
Nope.
We've been over this.
Is that worth re-rolling? He's a master alchemist, but man, I don't know.
Is he really though?
Is he really a master alchemist?
Normally he is. He's not used to fighting grand heroes. No, that's gonna be his turn.
Well,
He'll beat them.
and on his own.
I played every game up until the
Fairness.
Switch games. Nice.
Yeah.
I've heard
In
those are great
fairness,
games.
it's just him against all of us.
Yeah. Goes to you guys. I can't.
I'll condemn again.
You'll attempt him to do so. I mean,
Nice.
what's
Yes.
he rolling?
Come on, we outnumber you 4-1. Just give up.
Light magic wielder and leader of the Dawn Brigade.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, roll under a 6. Make my day.
He's doing insight willpower for his side as well.
Yep.
So that is D8, D8. Oops, that is more than you.
Yeah, beat me. Of course.
Goes to more Duncan or Aether.
I'm in no rush. What do you want to do more?
By the way, links are disabled there, Rune, so that your link got scooped.
All I was doing was linking the picture for my character art.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. It won't tell you that it's blocked. I just saw it got starred out. I was like, oh, you don't know it got shut off.
I see.
It just does that automatically.
Could you send it through for him, or is that not really a big deal?
I'd have to dig it out. It's just like
Yeah, no
quickly.
It's an 8.
Would be a 5 actually, because it double rolled on me again.
Oh, of course. Oh, you do have 5 whole Fabula.
Yeah, I think I will spend to re-roll the D10 there.
Okay, go for it. To what? To what quality?
Spirit Savior.
Say again, sorry.
Spirit Savior.
Oh,
the
yeah.
aspect of my identity.
You could totally make my Kea. I was looking at her. I just looked at her, the wiki for her. Totally can make her. I mean,
Double
low level her, but same difference.
So that would bring me up to 8.
8 is 8 enough to hit him? 8, well, I think it is. I'm gonna double check because he's gotten. It attacks his magic defense, I believe, which is still
that's right, we
willpower, which
thrown a
brings
bunch of
down
conditions
his.
on him.
That does hit because his defense went down. That actually hits him. So it's
Okay.
15 plus 3 light.
There, and I put. Yes. And I put the Fabula down on the table.
Thank you.
And then I guess I'm up.
I will warn you that it seems he is resistant to light damage.
Good to know.
Oh. Yeah, because you are kind of white magey. That would track.
He is an alchemist
So
of
I know
Tirgan
I-
Sigith, so he's a little more familiar with light magic than most people would be.
The
Corby, did he ever heal himself? I don't think he did he?
Nope. He tried.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Right. Well, I know that I did like 23 dark damage to him earlier, and he just took some light damage. He's
Mhm.
got to be low. Can I attack him and declare non-lethal, like to knock him out instead of killing?
Yeah, you don't even have to declare ahead of time. When someone's zeroed out, I would ask, are you trying to kill them or not?
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I will, whack the hell out of him to knock him out with my physical attack here. So.
Oh, I'm playing 3 houses. I'm full of crap, Tokyo. Sorry. I just started 3 houses recently. I forgot that's a Fire Emblem game.
This will be this will be an unarmed attack. So here we go.
That hit him.
13 to hit, 17 visible, hopefully to knock him out. He's got to be low, so.
You smuck him right in the choppers, and he nearly goes down, but he's still on his feet.
Yeah, one more round of this then. I think I was the last one to go.
Yep, so cycles back to him.
But I'm going to tell him, if you're wise, you'll give up, because all we're going to do is, knock you out anyway.
He will mix up some potions together, swallow them up, and breathe out the spiritual hands at you, Aether. He will spend his last Ultima to clear his conditions, because just to make this roll as good as he can, honestly.
Well,
Give him a chance to hit me, right?
Yeah.
and if we actually defeat him and finally take him off the board eventually, he still loses the Ultima, then additionally goes away, right?
No. Does 16 hit your magic defense?
Yes, it does. What's the damage?
Uh,
And the element.
it is your mama. 1 second. It is brain power. Go. I forgot how to read. There we go. It is not that spell. It is that spell. This is HR 15, so 25 light damage.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't resist light, so I'll just take 25 light damage then.
It reaches out to you.
Actually, I take 20 because I resist 5 of it.
Yep.
With my, with my shield.
You notice
Go ahead and take that.
he seems to drain the life energy out of you through the skeletal hands as he uses the attack to heal himself.
Okay.
Gross.
Is this anything I can learn as a chemist?
He is a humanoid.
So no. Had to ask.
Yep. Worth asking. And he's not a Darklander either. He's a Tirgan Sigurd, so even that doesn't really land, unfortunately.
Oh, that didn't feel good. I'm going to need a little help down here.
Goes to you guys.
Actually, I'll do something.
Do the whole healer spell. So
Don't
By the
worry.
way, question for Corby. Does the amount that I reduce the damage by also affect how much he heals?
It did.
Like if he only did 20 to me?
Yep,
Okay.
it did.
Oh, he healed less as well. All right, good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, I used up HP. What am I? HP. MP. Did I?
Yeah. I'm down to 16 health, by the way.
Come, Aether, you've got this. And I am going to encourage. I spent 5 mind points. And Aether, you gain 10 plus. Oh, hang on, that doesn't seem right. The way that's written is weird. Okay. Skill level is 2. I think it's supposed to be 2 times. 2 plus 5. 17 hit points.
Okay.
What are your stats for your attacks?
What do you mean for my attacks?
What do you use for your attacks?
Lately unarmed?
So
What's-
that's what stats?
Might, will,
Uh,
insight.
Dex and might.
Okay. Increase your might by 1 step.
Nice. Thank you.
Temporarily.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
the start of my next turn.
Okay, got it. And you said 17 healing?
Yes.
Okay.
should be linked to your character.
As I give you some encouragement.
Thank you. It's more effective than thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
So yeah. And totally Tokyo,
Yeah.
you totally make that kind of character. I could see you going either way with your build, because you can do spell sword or a healer spell sword. And especially once you max out a certain level, you get bonus abilities on top of everything else. Which, yeah.
It's actually 20, not 17.
Okay, so 3 more?
Yep.
No problem. That's pretty minor.
He will... That worked. So, but you did something that made her more resilient. So I don't want you to do that again. I'm gonna throw my poison up at you, smart guy.
Smart guy. Yeah.
Well, actually, he mixes the potions together, drinks them up, and poof, breathes out the skeletal hands up at you.
Cool.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's a no.
12.
Nope. Oh no. My magic defense is 14.
Oh, that sucks for him.
Yeah.
Goes to you guys.
Thank
yeah,
you,
tried.
magic shield. Yeah, as he holds up his ice magic shield and...
Deflect the skeletal hands.
Yup.
So falls to 7 more or Aether.
On the next.
Yeah, if you can, like, debuff him twice again, go for it.
I just want to or we might all just want to hit him really hard.
Yeah, if we just knock him out, that's good enough, too.
I'm just gonna knock him out. As Evan spins her magic hand again. Takes aim properly this time.
Yeah, you totally hit him. Ow.
Wing him in the temple.
Thud.
Cool.
As you knock him back out.
Alright, I pick him up and carry him, fly him out of there. Fool.
You just grab him with foot talons and you just zoop off screen.
Yeah. Hey, anybody
Lucius
got
just-
any,
Lucius just
manacles
looks
in
very
in one of those bags?
What was that?
We
Say
should,
again, sorry?
Take his. I was saying as I flew by, anybody got any manacles in all those bags y'all are carrying? And I'm gonna take his alchemist bag away from him and toss it on the ground at the feet of my companions, so he doesn't have access to it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, and who is this?
Who is that?
And on the back of that question, we're actually going to end there. We've actually hit our number.
Jesus.
That's one game.
Nice.
In the pit.
In the pit.
In the pit. That game went in a direction I was not expecting.
Me neither.
It's like, okay, we're going to be really slowed down, and we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get there. Oh, wait, we'll fly there. But, oh, wait, we fall through the floor. But, oh, wait.
Yeah.
And now
The
there's
crit successes and the crit fails are just telling a story, man.
that was great.
That's
that
quite a
was-
roller coaster.
Alright.
Beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, so for all of you watching out there, thank you very
Thanks
much for
joining me,
watching.
viewer.
For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And shout out to you there, Tokyo Zeno. I hope you enjoy the game. And yeah, no, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to hit up the... They do have a Discord, and this is for you, those of you watching out there as well. There is the Discord as well that they have for Fabula Ultima. That's where a lot of the errata and stuff you can get is, and where you can ask people rules questions and stuff. But hey, we show what we can here, as much as we can. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. But next time, hope to see you all again, and have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
So long. We're going to level up again.
Yeah, you guys
I think
got
you're
like
right.
you guys got easily got
You just-
Say.
extra.
Well, because he's Ultima. Yeah, because you spent a bunch of Ultima on us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that strength buff off now. I don't need it no more. Scene's over.
I don't need it no more.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes away on my turn. Yeah, oh well. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
so
was
funny.
that was a wild session for sure. A lot of fun though.
That was a roller coaster. That is a
Yeah.
roller coaster. I don't think I've ever been in one that has had that many critical successes and critical failures in
Whiplash.
one. That
Yeah.
was a whiplash.
That was tonal whiplash.
Yeah,
As
and it
RPGs
was
are often want to do to players
Yeah.
anyway. So yeah.
and it was a lot of like critical success followed by a critical failure.